Good morning, beloveds. I think I'm resisting doing today because I've been in here probably for about 5 minutes and I just didn't want to get on. It's 9/11, which the further out we get from it apparently means less and less because the further out we get from the event. Uh, I've never forgotten that event because that was the day my mom was on an airplane and there was that 4 hour stretch where we didn't know where she was. The good news is she was grounded in Atlanta, but it's one of those, and my husband's family is from New York, so uh, I have connections. And so 9/11 is always a little bit of a weird day for me. And it's interesting because today was much cooler, like significantly cooler. So it was a nice ride. The cats are definitely, I think they can feel the shift in the weather. And so they're a little happier. And Foster was in the window and I was like, I didn't want to call him, but I guess he knew I needed him. So he came in by himself and he's leaned up against my thigh, just purring just ever so lightly, ever so lightly. And it's just, it's one of it's those little things in our life that are grace, and my cat is definitely grace because I didn't call him to come in. He came in by himself and he's just lightly purring, not enough for you to hear him, but just enough for me to hear him. And it's like, okay. And I like the title of today, so let's get on with this. It is September 11th. Our title is I Am in God's Hands. Our author is Lola Pauline Mays. This was published in Creative Thought in 1964, which Creative Thought was the Science of Mind Publishing. And she starts off with a quote from Zephaniah 3:16. Let not thy hands be slack. So, September 11th, I am in God's hands. Let not thy hands be slack. Zephaniah 3:16. My hands are God's hands. This is true because through these hands flow the only life, the life of God. My hands are the manifestation of the one creative principle, which is perfect and is within every hand. I thank you, Spirit, for the wonder and the beauty of these, your hands. As I look upon these hands, a tenderness filled with gratitude comes over me for the service they give. These hands are deft and sure, because through them flow a service that is a manifestation of thee, a service which no other hands can give because they are individual. My hands are free and elastic because they are open to receive good, yet they are strong and firm in their ability to give a perfect service to humanity. As I bless and praise the elasticity and perfection in my hands, I have released to some degree the same perfection in all hands everywhere, because they too are made by the Spirit, by my God, the one principle of creation. Somewhere in my morning ramblings, I talk about the fact that we are spirit in motion, that we are God in action. And that's what Lola is reminding us today. We are the physical manifestation of God in the material realm, each and every one of us. That's why I say when you look into your own eyes, see God looking back at you. When you look into another being's eyes, see God looking back at you. Because that's what we are. And when we remember that, we make different choices. I'd like to say we behave better, but, and we do when we remember that. I was looking at my Facebook memories and one of them came across, and I don't remember, I didn't glance at what year it was from, but it was one of those things where it was talking about the world's not filled with haters. The world is filled with people trying to get what they need and just doing it in, ways that just aren't maybe the best choices. And so if we can look at each other with empathy, and it even said distance yourself if you need to, but if we can look at each other in empathy. But what Lola's reminding us is that our hands are God's hands. all of the good done in the world comes through these. Look at your own hands and think of all of the good that they have done. Think about it. These are literally God's hands. This is how things happen in this world, through these hands. And it's the only way things happen, through these hands. So that's one of the reasons why I say, when you walk into a messy situation, there's always going to be good in the situation, because you're there. And you are literally bringing God's hands into the situation. You may not be there to fix the situation. You may not be there to, do anything more than start to start the situation on the process of writing itself. There's always that question when we walk into messy situations: what's mine to do? But I am in God's hands. And I have God's hands, which means I have everything I need to start the process of changing my life. You have everything you need to start the process of changing your life. It's like, what do you want it to be? All right. It's just a beautiful little reminder, is what Lola is giving us. A beautiful little reminder. My hands are God's hands. This is true because through these hands flow the only life. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is my life. Now, you hear Reverend Jesse say it every time he starts a treatment. My hands are the manifestation of the one creative principle, which is perfect and is within every hand. I thank you, God, for the wonder and beauty of these, your hands. As I look upon these hands, a tenderness filled with gratitude comes over me for the service that they give. These hands are deft and sure, because through them flow a service that is a manifestation of thee, of God. A service which no other hands can give, because they are individual. Every hand gives service, but the service of your hand, that's individual to you. Nobody else could do what you are doing. My hands are free and elastic because they are open to receive good, and yet they are strong and firm in their ability to give perfect service to humanity. As I bless and praise the elasticity of perfection in my hands, I have released to some degree this same perfection in all hands everywhere, because they too are made by my God, by my Spirit, the one principle of creation. What we know for ourselves, we know for everybody. When you look in the mirror and know love, you know love for everybody. When you know love for yourself, you know love for everybody. And that's the goal. So the mission today, should we choose to accept, it's a little bit of an odd one. Be thankful for your hands. Be thankful for the service they provide. Be thankful for whose hands they are. They are God's hands. And with them, you can do innumerable good. Infinite good. What is yours to do? All right, that's the mission today, should you choose to accept it. The other mission today is definitely self-care, spiritual practice of self-care. To whatever it is that you need to do today. And for me today, the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I can do for myself today is to be gentle with myself. To be gentle with myself. And to enjoy the one day of cooler weather. It's going to be a little bit warm, and then after tomorrow, the temperature is going to bump back down into the mid, maybe even low 70s. The earth is breathing a sigh of relief around us, I hope. So what is it that you can do that is loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself? As simple as taking a break, as much as being gentle with yourself and taking a vacation. Anywhere in there. Be it one thing, be it three things, be it all the things. And that is ultimately the goal. That's why I say it every day. So that eventually everything that you do for yourself is loving, kind, and compassionate. Even the hard things. Even the hard things. Because occasionally we're going to have to get up and do the tough things, but we can do them lovingly, kindly, and compassionately. So practice on yourself. I'm going to remind you, I also like to say eat dessert first as a loving, kind, and compassionate thing. One, I believe chocolate is the first step to fixing anything. But more importantly, it's a metaphor for don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. Treat it as such. So burn the nice candles. Wear the nice clothes. Use the good glassware, china, and silverware. Don't save them for that one occasion. Make it more often than that. And then I also want to remind you, whatever else is going on in the world, whatever else is going on in your life, you deserve joy. Joy is a quality of God, therefore joy is a quality of you. Please make room for joy. No matter what's going on, you deserve it. Okay? The rest of the suggestions are the basic easy ones. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. Drink plenty of water. It's still going to get up to 98 today. Hydrate. Your brain works better when it's hydrated. Your body works better when it's hydrated. Your skin looks better when it's hydrated. Hydrate. Drink plenty of water. And then open the window. No, hang on. Early in your day, bright light. We got out at 7:30 this morning, so right there in the peak time to get that bright light on your face to reset the circadian rhythm. It's called a circadian rhythm. It's a natural hormone balance. It also will help affect your vitamin D. So please, try it. And then I'm going to suggest that you also open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us. All the time, because it's all God. And that's the reminder. It's all God. That means that heaven is a state of mind, a state of consciousness. Because when you can create that state of mind, when you can create that state of consciousness, and you recognize that it's all God, heaven ceases to be a place that you have to get to and becomes any place you are. It's all God. Remember that. All right, beloveds. And you can always take Emmett's advice. Look for the good and praise it. If you need to change a mood, volunteer or count your blessings. Either one of those. There is science behind that. It works. So try it. All right. I'm at the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I just want to remind you, if you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. The hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want or to the person that can help you get it. So just keep an eye on that. All right. It's called Constant Contact for a reason. Okay. I'm going to take a deep breath. It is also allergy season. I can feel it in my sinuses. And encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a day of remembrance, a day of being gentle with yourself, a day of love, of kindness, of compassion, a day of recognizing and celebrating your hands, a day of knowing who you are, recognizing that you're a beloved child of God day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. You are a brilliant light. You are, what did she call us? A ray of divine, what was it that she called us yesterday? So good. Now I don't remember it. You are a ray of spiritual power shining ever out from the heart of God day. Did I say have a good day? Oh no, I was at the other part. Yeah. It was reminding you are a ray of spiritual power shining out. You are also the hands of God. Brilliant light, divine spark, all that. All right. I just confused myself and forgot where I was. So I'm going to move into the process of my day and remind you that Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of yourself and know that you are loved. You're a godling, as Reverend Jesse likes to call us. All right, beloved, take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. I'll see you next time.